Manchester United vs PSG 2-1. Pre-season friendly match prediction and analysis. Manchester United against Paris Saint-Germain is exactly the kind of pre-season friendly that can feel much bigger than an ordinary summer match. Two of Europe's biggest clubs meet, the spotlight is intense, the supporters are watching closely, and every tactical decision gives us another clue about what could be coming in the new season. In this prediction, we are looking at a possible Manchester United 2-1 PSG result. This is not simply about choosing a winner. We are going to break down the tactics, the midfield battle, the attacking threats, the defensive weaknesses, the importance of the first goal, and the moments that could ultimately decide the match. Remember, a preseason game is different from a competitive fixture. Managers are testing systems, players are building fitness, youngsters are competing for opportunities, and substitutions can completely change the rhythm. But that does not mean there is nothing to learn. In fact, matches like this can reveal exactly where both teams are heading, so let's get into the prediction. The big question: can United handle PSG's pressure? Manchester United's biggest challenge could be dealing with PSG's ability to press aggressively after losing possession. Paris Saint-Germain traditionally want to control matches through possession, movement, and pressure. They can create situations where the opponent has only a second or two to make a decision. If Manchester United try to play slowly from the back, PSG could attempt to force mistakes in dangerous areas. That means United need composure. The first few minutes could be extremely important. United cannot afford to give PSG easy opportunities through careless passes in their own half. At the same time, they should not become afraid of playing football. If United sit too deep, PSG could dominate territory and continuously attack. The ideal approach for United would be controlled aggression. When the opportunity is there, United should attack quickly. When possession is lost, the nearest players need to react immediately. This transition from attack to defense could be one of the most important tactical themes of the match. Manchester United's attacking plan for United: the key could be creating space between PSG's midfield and defensive lines. Instead of simply attacking down the wings every time, United need movement through the middle. If one attacker drops deeper, another can run beyond the defensive line. This creates uncertainty for PSG's defenders. That movement could also allow United's wide players to receive the ball in better positions. The prediction of a 2-1 United victory depends heavily on their ability to turn possession into genuine chances. Having the ball is not enough. United must make PSG uncomfortable. One possible route is quick combination play around the edge of the penalty area. 2 or 3 short passes can pull defenders out of position before a forward makes a run behind them. Another route is direct counterattacking football. If PSG push their fullbacks forward, spaces can appear behind them. United should be prepared to exploit those areas immediately. A fast pass into the channel could turn a defensive recovery into a one-on-one attacking situation. This is where United's pace becomes important. The Red Devils do not necessarily need to dominate every minute. They need to dominate the important moments. PSG's biggest weapon, possession. PSG could have long periods of possession in this match. That does not automatically mean they will win. The French side are likely to move the ball from side to side, trying to pull Manchester United's defensive structure apart. The danger comes when United's midfielders start chasing the ball instead of protecting spaces. If United lose their shape, PSG can attack through the gaps. This is why disciplined defending will be essential. United's midfield must remain compact. The defenders must communicate. The wide players need to track runners when necessary. And most importantly, the team must understand when to press and when to retreat. A badly timed press could be dangerous against PSG because one successful pass can eliminate several United players. But if United time their pressure correctly, PSG can also be vulnerable. The midfield battle: for me, the midfield could decide this prediction. Football matches are often won before the final pass is even played. The team that controls the central areas can control the tempo, and this is where United need to compete strongly. United should not allow PSG's midfielders to turn freely. If a PSG midfielder receives the ball facing forward, the danger increases immediately. United need to close down passing lanes and prevent easy combinations. At the same time, United's midfielders cannot simply focus on defending. they must help the team transition forward. The best scenario for United is winning the ball and immediately turning defense into attack. Imagine the situation. PSG lose possession near the halfway line. United recover the ball, make two quick passes, and suddenly there are runners moving into the PSG half. That is exactly the type of moment United should be looking for. Why the first goal could be huge. The first goal may completely change this match. If Manchester United score first, PSG may have to become more aggressive. That could create even more space for United's counterattacks, but if PSG score first, United will face a different challenge. They would need to take more risks, push more players forward, and leave additional space behind. Against a team with PSG's technical quality, that could be dangerous. For this prediction, I can see Manchester United having enough attacking pressure to find the opening goal. The first goal could come from a quick transition, a cross, a set piece, or a mistake forced by United's pressing. And once United have the lead, the game could become extremely interesting. PSG's response. One of the reasons I still expect PSG to score is their ability to respond when games become open. Even if United take control early, PSG have enough technical quality to create chances. Their attacking players can interchange positions, move into half spaces, and drag defenders away from their preferred positions. This is where United's defensive concentration will be tested. A 1-0 lead can disappear very quickly if the defending team becomes passive. I expect PSG to increase their pressure after conceding. They could push more players into advanced positions and attempt to pin United back. That could eventually lead to an equalizer. At 1-1, the match would become completely open. And this is where the prediction becomes especially interesting. The second half, where the game could be won. Preseason matches often change dramatically after halftime. Players become tired, substitutions arrive, formations change, and the intensity can rise or fall. For Manchester United, the second half could provide opportunities to attack PSG's tired defenders. If PSG have spent the first hour dominating possession and pressing high, gaps may eventually appear. United should be patient. There is no need to force every attack. A smart team understands that sometimes the best opportunity comes after 3 or 4 passes, rather than one desperate forward ball. United's attacking players should move constantly, creating different angles and forcing PSG to make decisions. One defender follows the striker, another defender stays deeper. A midfielder moves into space. Suddenly, PSG's defensive structure can become uncomfortable. The moment that could decide the match. If this prediction ends with Manchester United winning 2-1, I believe the winning goal could come from a transition or a late attacking sequence. Picture the final stages of the match. The score is 1-1. PSG are still trying to attack because they want to win. United recover possession. The first pass goes forward. A runner moves into space. The second pass breaks the defensive line. Suddenly United have numbers in the final third. This is the type of situation where one intelligent decision can determine everything. The final pass does not need to be spectacular. It simply needs to arrive at the right time. A controlled finish could make it 2-1. And if that happens, the final minutes would become a test of United's defensive maturity. Can United hold on? Winning the match is one thing. Managing the final 10 minutes is another. If United are leading 2-1, they cannot simply retreat and invite PSG to attack continuously. That would be dangerous. Instead, United should try to keep possession whenever possible. Every successful pass takes time away from PSG. They should also press selectively. There is a difference between defending deep and defending intelligently. If PSG are forced to restart from their goalkeeper, United can press. If PSG have created a numerical advantage on one side, United may need to drop back. Football intelligence becomes especially important during these moments. Set pieces could also matter. Another factor that cannot be ignored is the set piece. Preseason games can be unpredictable, and defensive organization from corners and free kicks can sometimes decide close matches. United should attack set pieces aggressively, but maintain enough defensive cover to prevent PSG from counterattacking. PSG will also see set pieces as an opportunity. A free kick near the penalty area could produce one of the game's biggest moments. If neither team is able to break the other down from open play, one dead ball situation could change everything. The psychological side, there is also a psychological battle here. Manchester United know they are facing one of Europe's strongest clubs. PSG know they are facing a team capable of producing a strong performance when confidence is high. The first 20 minutes will therefore matter mentally as much as tactically. If United start confidently, the crowd can become involved and the players can grow into the match. If PSG dominate early, United may begin to defend deeper. That is why the opening phase of the game should be watched carefully. Who looks more comfortable? Who is winning the second balls? Who is controlling the midfield? Who is creating the first dangerous chances? Those details can tell us more than possession statistics alone. MY prediction: Manchester United 2-1 PSG. After looking at the tactical possibilities, the strengths and weaknesses of both teams, and the way a preseason match could develop, my prediction is Manchester United 2-1 Paris Saint-Germain. I expect this to be a competitive match rather than a one-sided game. PSG should have periods of dominance and could cause United problems with possession and movement. I also expect them to create enough opportunities to score. However, I believe Manchester United can make the most of their attacking transitions. The first goal could go to United. PSG respond and make it 1-1. Then, as the match becomes more open, United find a second goal in the later stages. The final whistle arrives with United ahead 2-1. But remember, this is a prediction, not a guarantee. Preseason football is particularly difficult to predict because managers can change their lineups, players may have limited minutes, and tactical experiments can produce unexpected results. That is what makes this matchup so fascinating. Final thoughts: Manchester United versus PSG is more than just a friendly on paper. For United, it is an opportunity to test themselves against elite opposition and identify areas that need improvement before competitive football begins. For PSG, it is another opportunity to sharpen their tactical structure, evaluate players, and build rhythm. The biggest battle will be between PSG's possession game and Manchester United's ability to transition quickly. If PSG control the central areas, they can make United defend for long periods. If United win the midfield battles and attack the spaces behind PSG's defensive line, the Red Devils could cause serious problems. And that is why I am going with Manchester United 2-1 PSG. I expect a match full of tactical changes, attacking moments, defensive pressure, and potentially a dramatic finish. The key players may not necessarily be the ones who dominate the headlines. Sometimes the match is decided by a midfielder making the right interception, a defender winning one crucial duel, or an attacker making one intelligent run. That is the beauty of football. One moment can change everything. So what do you think? Do you agree with the Manchester United 2-1 PSG prediction, or do you think PSG will come away with the victory? Let me know your predicted score in the comments. I want to hear your opinion before the match. And if you enjoyed this prediction and tactical analysis, follow the channel, like this video, subscribe for more football predictions and match analysis, and comment your score prediction below. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next match prediction. Thank you for watching, and remember, football can surprise us at any moment. Manchester United versus PSG 2-1 is my prediction.